As a lawn care professional, you will be asked to use a wide variety of specialized equipment. Proper selection, calibration, and maintenance of that equipment and its proper use is vital for today's professional lawn care technician. Your safety, the safety of your clients and others in the neighborhood, and the success of your service will all be affected by your knowledge of the equipment you use.
This service truck here is set up with multiple tanks on it, so you can spray different materials on it at different times. And
you'll be given training on the specific equipment your company may use, including powered sprayers, low-pressure sprayers, high-pressure hydraulic sprayers, hand-operated non-powered sprayers, hose-end sprayers, compressed air or wick applicators, backpack sprayers, controlled droplet applicators, and drop or broadcast spreaders. The specific equipment you use depends on your company's decisions, safety considerations, and site requirements.
Pull that baby on off here. We can check this gun here. Just periodically take your tip off if you've got anything in there and check it to make sure.
No matter what equipment you choose, it must be properly calibrated. Calibration simply means setting the equipment to deliver the proper amount of product for the job in accordance with product label directions. Two pieces of information are necessary to calibrate lawn application equipment: output of the sprayer or spreader and the time needed to cover a given area. Most equipment can be adjusted for the rate of product application, but the human factor is also vital to calibrate correctly. Each technician will have a unique speed of walking and style of spraying, and that must be taken into consideration when calibrating the equipment. One common method of calibrating liquid sprayers is spraying a specific amount of water onto a measured area and timing the application. If you're delivering too much or too little product, your supervisor will help adjust the equipment to provide proper coverage. Granular spreaders can be calibrated in similar tests. First, a given amount of granular product or test material is weighed and loaded into the spreader. Then the technician applies the product to a measured site, in this case a 10 by 100 foot area. The remaining material is removed from the spreader and re-weighed. The difference in weight is the amount applied to the test area. An experienced supervisor or manufacturer's representative will help you calibrate the spreader for appropriate coverage. The product you apply and how you choose to apply it depends on many factors. For example, when leaves are down, many companies choose granular products. Power sprayers are most often the choice for large areas. Handheld sprayers or wick applicators are frequently the choice when applying product around flower beds and other landscape elements. No matter which method you choose, proper application is essential to effective lawn care. The first step to accurate spray application is selection of the proper nozzle. The proper nozzle assures optimum flow rate, droplet size, and spray pattern. You must learn to walk at a steady speed and apply the spray at a consistent rate. The spray pattern can be tested at the same time the equipment is calibrated. Overlap should be carefully monitored to eliminate either under or over application. Spray applications must be done under proper weather conditions. Spraying certain products just prior to a rainfall can reduce the effectiveness of the application. You must learn to gauge wind direction and speed. Wind can cause drift of spray particles, which can be ineffective or miss the target. You must always police the area before you spray. Pick up toys, pet food dishes, and other implements that might come into contact with people or pets. Leave a buffer zone around gardens, pools, or other sensitive areas. Application accuracy is undermined by normal equipment wear. A regular maintenance program identifies and corrects problems which could lead to poor applications. A good first step in proper maintenance is a frequent check of the performance of each piece of equipment. This can be done through a simple performance history. This will tell you how often the equipment was used and how it performed. Discrepancies with past performance should alert you to the need for maintenance. These are some of the items that should be included in a regular maintenance program. Clean line strainers and all tip strainers. Examine tips for signs of clogging or other obvious damage. Clean tips with soft bristled brush. Flush sprayer plumbing thoroughly. Check pump for cracks. Run the pump and check all valves for leaks. Be sure hoses and hose clamps aren't kinked. Check and adjust calibration. Check and grease fittings as necessary. Clean spreader after use. Most lawn care technicians will transport the lawn care products they use to the site. The Department of Transportation regulates the transportation of these materials, and there are often specific regulations for your state or locality. Your supervisor should inform you of the requirements in your area. Make sure you understand and follow these regulations. Perhaps the most important equipment lawn care technicians use are the items of personal safety equipment. Safety requirements are specified on the product label. Be sure you follow these directions when working with undiluted chemicals. Never assume pesticides are harmless. On the job site, make sure you wear gloves and rubber boots to protect yourself from chemical spray. For more detailed information about the proper precautions required for handling pesticides, you should view the programs on pesticide safety provided as part of this series. And remember, the most important safety rule is to always read, understand, and follow the product label. As a lawn care technician, you have a responsibility to provide quality service with minimum risk to you and your community. A thorough understanding of the products and equipment you use is essential if you are to fulfill that responsibility. But there's more. Helping your customers recognize the pests that damage their turf grasses and providing them guidance on proper mowing and watering practices will maximize the success of your service and help your customers grow green and healthy lawns.